There we go. All right. I know. What a great background. All right, I'm walking down to the beach. So this video is gonna be a weird one because there's gonna be 2 Coopers in it. That's right, twice as many Coopers as before in videos that were already 100% Cooper. So I don't know, take that as you will. Now the reason that I say that there's 2 Coopers in this video is because there's me, who's here now with all the knowledge I have, who's walking down to the beach right now, and then there's me from the past, who a few days ago had a plan that went something like this. I'm gonna drive to King's Range, and then I'm gonna get out at around 3:45, and I'm gonna go hike King's Peak for sunrise. So that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. So I was trying to come to the beach for sunset, but it's so foggy here, and I might have missed it. I think I just missed it, but you know, I always try to do cool things because nature's dope, so don't forget that. So I take off and I'm driving, and I'm using the map that I got from this hiking app, and that was probably the #1 mistake that I made starting everything off. And the path that the hiking app took me on, well, let's just say I had to overcome some obstacles. Oh shit, that's a way bigger tree than the last one. Nothing's stopping me. It's kind of ironic actually that I said that, because not more than 25 feet down the road it completely dropped off, like a 5-foot drop off where it's supposed to continue. So that way was absolutely not the right way. But I ended up actually getting service and I found the trailhead, and I was still kind of optimistic at this point. I really wanted to do the hike even though my timing was very off, so I decided to go anyway. By the time that I actually make it to where the trail started, it was like almost 7 by now, and it was like the sun had come up, and I decided to do the hike anyway, and I'm in sweats and a flannel, and no more than 15 minutes into the hike, I'm just sweating. I was like, this is so dumb. I don't even want to do this. I came up here for the Sunrise Club, and it looks too damn light out to me. So I get in my car and I'm all grumpy because I missed the sunrise. I'm all sweaty at this point, and like I had no snacks to calm me down. So I'm like, let's just go home. And so that's what I did. I went home, and after about 10 minutes of going home, I looked down at my tire pressure, and one of them was at 39, and one of them was at 38, and one of them was at 40, and then the other one was at 12. The weird thing was I was so like tired and hungry at this point that I couldn't even like muster up anger. I was just like, all right, this is what it is. And so I changed the tire. Like, I was still vibing pretty hard when I changed the tire. There's this place like 45 minutes away from me, right? And they actually repair tires if you get like a hole in it. So I'm like, let's go, let's do it. This is like a last resort kind of thing. Maybe I can get my tire fixed, and then I don't have to tell a single person about this. I could just get away with this all on my own. I then realized that you can't drive over 50 miles per hour on a spare like donut tire, because I didn't have a real tire, I just had a donut. So what I thought was gonna be like a 45-minute drive ended up taking me an hour and a half because I was doing 40 miles per hour on the freeway. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Another Cooper, a third Cooper. This video is a freaking mess. And you're totally right, this video is a freaking mess. I'm so sorry, but the audio for almost everything else that I said on the beach got completely messed up. I think my mic came unplugged a little bit, so I'm very sorry about this, but I'm gonna be taking over the second Cooper's position. I'm sorry. So anyways, what ends up happening is I show up to the place and they say, hey man, we can't fix that hole in your tire. There's nothing we can do. You can buy new tires. And I'm like, I don't have any money, so that's not an option. So they tighten up my spare, put some air in my tire, send me on my way. I have to drive an hour and a half back home. So just as I think my day might be over, it's like 4:30 at this point. I've been in my car since like 3 in the morning. I'm coming into my house, and in the driveway is my stepmom's sister's car. And that means that her son is here, my little cousin. And I love hanging out with my little cousin, but dude, I'd been up for like 17 hours at this point, so all I wanted to do was sleep. So I turned to this kid, and I'm like, listen, man, you gotta off. I don't want to play with you. I'm totally joking. It's me. Obviously, that's not how it went down. I played with the kid for the next like 3.5, 4 hours. Eventually, I ended up going to sleep at like 11 or something. I was so tired at this point that I was in like this just weird state of like goofy, like I was out of it for sure. I think I ended up staying up for like 21 hours or something crazy like that. But it was a rough day. Oh, I'm so bad at outros. I never know what to say. Like, I hope that you have a great... We might be a little bit late to the sunrise, but I'm still gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this. There's a moth in here. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm mad lost.